What's up, everybody? It's Nick from Who Dat Travel, and today we're going to talk about a question we get all the time. What apps do we use when we travel? Now, the first app that I wouldn't leave home without, well, actually helps me leave home. The first one is my airline app. Now, I'm going to show you United, but this could go for whichever airline that you're on. I use United a lot because they have the best prices for me and go where I want to go. Now you see some of the promotions that United has, including even how to get a clear discount. The other nice thing that I love that they have is the ability to actually book my flight right through the app. One of the features I love about the United Airlines app is that it allows me to search for my flight without the basic economy pricing. I can take a look at different times and see how that affects my pricing. And up at the top, I can even look at what days will affect my pricing, well, the way I want it to be affected. Cheaper, of course. Now I can purchase from the screen, or I can even have a 24-hour hold on that pricing. Another huge part of this app is the personal entertainment. Everybody knows that most planes are taking away the screens in front of you because everyone has brought a screen on with them. Another pro tip, you can check where your seats are, you can check who's sitting next to you, you can even check how full the plane is. The app also allows you to check in, track your bags, and well, most airlines are going to have something similar. The next app I don't leave home without, my TSA app. Now the My TSA app is fantastic because it takes away some of that anxiety about getting through security. It gives you an idea of how long the security line is and if the TSA pre-check line is open. A feature of this app I absolutely love is that it will actually use historical data to even predict how bad the lines will be on a certain date when I'm trying to plan my trips. No, I don't plan my trip around this. However, what I do plan is how much added time I need to get to the airport before my flight. Another fantastic benefit of my TSA app is it actually allows you to chat with a true live TSA agent if you have any questions about what you can and cannot bring on a flight. And the app actually has a list. It's kind of funny. Now, the third really important app to us is our hotel apps. Now, we are members of a couple different hotel chains for the points. Now, this allows us to be able to cash in points for the times that we've stayed to stay even more. A common thread with each one of these hotel apps is they're going to allow you to book a hotel room. Usually they'll allow you to look for points and dollars or just dollars. Now, being a member of the points program normally doesn't cost you a dime. However, it can save you dollars. A lot of the times, if you book through the actual website or the app for that hotel, they will give you special discounted rates that you can't find anyplace else. Now, of course, the app isn't just going to give you the information about where is the hotel, how much is the hotel. It's also going to give you information like, is there parking available at the hotel? Is there valet service available at the hotel? Do I get breakfast included? What other amenities are around? Is there dining around? Are there fun things to do just near the hotel? Now, some hotel chains will even allow you to choose your room, have your cell phone become your key, and go straight to your room without even talking to the people at the front desk. I can tell you, after some late night flights, there's nothing better than just being able to go to your room and crash. Next up, my car rental apps. Now, just like the other apps, I have a few different ones to be able to check the best prices. But there have been more than one time that I've sat in an airplane and decided that I was going to rent a car to be able to drive around the area because I've had a long layover or a delay. Now, being a member of some of the rewards programs definitely come in handy. Not only can it save you money, it can also save you time. Some car companies will allow you to just walk up and choose a car and not even go to the counter and then drive out and pay for it then. The next one is near and dear to my heart. Well, actually, it's more my stomach that it's near and dear to. It's Yelp. The reason that I use Yelp is so I can figure out a mom and pop place that might be off the beaten path that I want to eat at. The places that the locals eat at is really what I love finding when I travel. Yelp allows me to find places that are close to me and open, and it also allows me to find the menus, what people have thought about the place, and also pictures of the food. Now, this next one I use a little bit differently than some may. I actually use TripAdvisor to do research on the areas that I want to go to. I've gone to the Cook Islands, so I decided I'd look up the different places to stay and also what was to do in the area. Again, I looked up food there as well, because that way I could get other travelers' information and find out what they like the best and maybe what I would like as well. Now, the next one on my list is a map app. Now, personally, I use Google Maps a lot because it goes in hand with my next app, but also it has taken most of the really wonderful features of Waze and have now integrated. Now, granted, they are still getting a little bit better with notifying that there's a speed trap ahead, but still a wonderful feature, especially when you don't know the area. From Google Maps, we move to Android Auto. Now, Android Auto is especially important to me for any car that I rent, because that way all I have to do is plug in my phone and Google Maps actually gets shown up on the car's display, and it is much easier for me to navigate a city that I don't know very well. Now, Android Auto, as well as Apple CarPlay, will allow you to make phone calls, listen to text messages, and respond to them, as well as do all of the navigation functions. This is fantastic for travel because it allows me to pay attention to what I really need to, the road. This next app is really for my international travel. It's called WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp is a communication application that allows me to text message and also do video and voice phone calls just with a Wi-Fi connection. WhatsApp is fantastic for being able to keep in contact with friends and family when you're overseas or when they are overseas. Essential for any traveler is going to be a weather app. Now, this goes from when I'm planning my trip to right before my trip to during my trip. I want to know hour to hour, day to day, what the weather's going to be like. Am I going to need a jacket? Am I going to need an umbrella? Am I going to need a fan? Am I going to need to stay indoors during the morning because it's supposed to rain? Or should I go to the beach in the morning rather than at night? For those of you that have stuck around to the end, I'm throwing in a bonus, and this is one that I use all of the time. Now, I've got a Pixel phone, so this is built into the bottom of my phone, but the Google search is priceless when you are traveling. Google search really brings up a lot of very important information right at your fingertips. You can call, you can get directions, you can get about, and you can even go to the website just with a couple clicks. It is absolutely fantastic for quick and thorough information. Well, that's it. Those are my must-have for general travel. Now, of course, if I am going someplace specific, then I may have some other applications that I'm going to install, and we'll go over those in a later video. Now, I'm curious, what apps do you think are an absolute necessity? Please comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button to help me with the YouTube logarithm. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to be notified when I release new content. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.